We will now see how we can render a product image of the styling engine. First of all, we will create something for the engine to standing on, for instance a tabletop. I will move my camera to this position and I will right drag a block and drop it here in the center, drop a spot, and I will change the size of this block, select this handle, control select the other and type 1200. Do the same with these handles, select this one, control select this one and type 1200, and we will see if this will be the enough size of the tabletop. I will go back to my render view. I think I will have to change the view a bit, like so, and I will create a new camera view, save camera. I will call this one render view also, and then I will click here to go to the custom camera manager, and I will delete this one. Okay, now we have only one render view. I'll click here to deselect the tabletop. So we'll change the name here to tabletop, like so, and then we will add some material. We will open a catalog here, click the Common tab, and here we have Open, and we come to Catalogs and we double click the Scene folder, and here we will have Advanced Material. Double click this catalog and we'll open it. Here we have some metal material, and we will use first of all brushed material. I will zoom in a bit so that I can see where to drop it. Brushed metal, drop it in the crankcase, and we've got a message that says some of the surfaces of this part or assembly have individual surface styles. Well, of course we have 8 threaded holes on the crankcase and each hole has another surface style. So, but we click yes here, and I will also drop it on the cover and also on the bracket here. Then I will use rough metal, drop it on the cylinder, and also on the crank disc. Click yes here, and on the bearing holder, and also on the joint, like so. And then we come down here to chrome. We will use chrome on the flywheel, on the railing, also on this piston, and also on the working piston here. And I will also use rough metal on the joint here, that one, like so. And also we'll use chrome on the screws here. I drop a chrome here, and in this time I will use I go to Visualization tab and select Fill Eyedropper. We'll select chrome here, and then I will add the chrome material on the screws. It's easier with the Fill Eyedropper, and also on the screws on the crankcase, like so. And then I press Escape. I will also add chrome on the pillar, and there we have a screw there too. I will drop a chrome on this one too. Then we also add a material on the mounting plate. We go at the bottom, we have polished wood. We drop polished wood on the mounting plate, like so. And we also add a material on the crankshafts. We go to Common tab, we'll open another catalog. We have here we find metal catalog. Double click the metal catalog, and here we have here, let's see now, brass. So we add brass on the crankshafts, like so, and on this one. Then I'll go back to my render view, and then we come over to the visualization tab we have here, render now. I will click this button to render this scene to see how it will look like. Well, we have very sharp shadows, and we also need to add material on the tabletop. And then we have some issues here. I don't like this. We'll see what we can how we can change this. So I will close this window and click No. And we select the tabletop in part level, and then right click, click Smart Paint, and here we will color. We can use a shader. Click here and we use a Fresnel shader, and it's very a dark color. But if you want to change the color on this shader, you can click this option button. Here you can change the color if you want, but I will use the default. Well, a shader is a computer program or a sequence of instructions for the graphics processing unit, or GPU. And these instructions tells the GPU how to calculate how the part will be viewed with this material. So this is a shader, and all these are also shaders. And I will click OK here. And right now you cannot see the material. You just see a light blue color on all the parts. But you will see how the shader will look like when you render the scene. So we will render now, see how it will look like. Well, it is a dark tabletop, but we will do like this. We'll close this window, we'll right click the tabletop, Smart Paint, and I will add some reflection. Now it's 0. I will add 15. Also some reflection blur, 5 I think it will be enough, like so. And also we will select the control select the mounting plate and right click, and we go to Smart Paint, and here we have some reflection. Now it's like a mirror. Well, I think I will turn that to 15, and also some blur, 5. Click OK, and I will also change the select the cylinder, right click, go to Smart Paint and reflection. Now it's 100. I think I will turn that down to 20, and the blur is 10. It's okay. And I will add the same to the others that have the same material. So I'll go up here to Fill Eyedropper, select this material, add it to these 3, like so. And also there are 4, this one too. Then I press Escape to exit the Fill Eyedropper command. And we also select the crankcase, Control Select and right click. Go to Smart Paint. We have this preview. We go to Finish. Here is the shader that are used for the finished look. But I will turn this to 0.3, and I will also rotate it to 0.3. We have the same value for all of them. Then I click OK. And brushed metal, we will fill the eyedropper with the brushed metal. I will add to the cover and also on this bracket. Press Escape. Now I will render again to see how it will look like. Well, we will also add a light because we have very sharp shadows here, and we'll change the light a little bit. And I click No. So I will insert a light. Click the mounting plate. We got this information, or this window where to choose the light. I will use area light because with area light you can get a very soft shadows. with the direct light and point light and spotlight, of course you can get a rather smooth shadows, but with area light it is easier, because area light you can change the size of the area light, and in that way you can get very smooth shadows. So I will select area light and click OK, and it says lights are currently not being shown. Do you wish to make a light visible for editing? Yes, I want to see the light. And the intensity of the light is 1, that's okay. Click next. It will cast shadows, yes. Click finish. And then we will change the size of this area light. And I found that to change the size of the area light is better to look on the light from above and then grab the handles to drag. It's easier to get a right size of it. So we can drag the handles and it will cover the mounting plate like so. And drag it to this side. Then when it's have the right size, we can turn on the tribal, and I will drag the tribal a bit like so, and I will type 400. I will zoom out so that you see where the light is. We'll drag this handle in this direction at 300. Then I will rotate the light a bit. I will select this handle, left drag inside the tribal, and rotate 30 degrees. And I will also select this handle to rotate it in this direction, 90 degrees. Then turn off the tribal, and now it will cover the whole mounting plate or the whole engine. We will have nice smooth shadows. So I go back to my render view, and then I will render. Now we got some smooth shadows here. What we will do as additional changes, I will close this window. We come down here or to the scene browser. We expand the lights, and we can right click the first one. We see it casts shadows. I will uncheck this box, and I think these are linked except for the last one here, and this is our new light we have added. So now it's only this one which casts shadows. So then we come up here to, we will change here in the render option. First of all, we will change the size, custom size. We will change that to 900 by 600 pixels. Super sampling, we'll set that to high. Enable initial jitter, I will check this box and I will choose this one, and I click OK. Then we will render again. Well, this will be the final image of the Stirling engine, and I hope that you have learned how to use IronCAD to produce a product image of your design. Well, there are more to explore when it comes to settings for the shaders, but this is only a beginning. If you want, you can save this image by right-click and save as, but I will close the image without saving. But I will save the scene though. Click Save. And I will also close the scene.